How many pins should you design for your content or your products? Watch this video to find out. Hey guys, Angie with Gensler.com here, and in this video I want to address a really common question I get quite often, and that is, how many pins should I design? Now, people tend to get kind of hung up and they wonder, do I create one pin for a blog post or a product, or can I create more than one? Can I create multiple pins? And if so, how do I do that? So I want to address that in this video. But before we get started, I want to remind you about my free Pinterest marketing checklist. You can download it for free over at angiegensler.com/checklist. So grab that for 37 Pinterest marketing tips to help you grow your business. Okay, so let's talk about how many pins that you should create to lead to a specific page or piece of content. Now, when you're designing your pins, whether it's for a blog post, a landing page, a product page, a sales page, maybe it's even a podcast or a video, wherever you're wanting to lead people, make sure that you design multiple pins for every piece of content, every place that you are sending people. It's so important to do this for a few different reasons. One, you want to have a lot of different tethers out there and a lot of different avenues for people to come back to your content. But two, more importantly, is you never really know what style of pin is really going to take off and resonate with your audience. So you want to test a lot of different elements and use different headlines, different images, different colors, different styles. So you never know what's going to really take off with your ideal customer, what's going to resonate, what headline is really going to click and get their attention. So let's head over to my website so I can give you an example of what this looks like. So this is a sales page for my Viral Pin Formula ebook. And I mentioned this ebook in the previous video and talked about the 7 ingredients to designing viral pins. And I shared in depth the first ingredient of the Viral Pin Formula. So if you haven't watched that, be sure to check that out. It's Pinterest marketing tip number 22. Now, with the Viral Pin Formula ebook, I created multiple pins. And when I click on my little Tailwind Chrome browser extension, it's going to pull up all the images from this web page that I can pin to Pinterest. And you can see right here, right away, I have 3 different pin designs. And the 3 are different, but you can also tell that there are similar elements amongst them. I have a consistent branding within them, the same colors, same fonts. I'm having my logo, my web URL displayed the exact same at the bottom. You can see here. So there's a lot of consistency amongst the pins, but there is a variety in the sense that on these 2, I have ebook really big on the top. I change up the headlines, what I'm saying in the headlines. This one doesn't even have an image of the Viral Pin Formula, and it just has the headline. And so I'm changing it up. I also have a few others. So there's 5 total there, 6, 7. So for this one piece of content, I have 7 different pins that I created. And I used a variety of headlines, a variety of colors, a variety of images, and a change in the style because, this style is very different from this style. And so I played around with a lot of different elements while still maintaining my brand consistency in order to see what resonates best with my audience, which pin is going to get the most repins, which one's going to get the most clicks, the most saves. So that gives me a better idea of not only what's working well, but it also gives me an opportunity to get that piece of content in front of more people, to kind of have more tethers out there spider webbing throughout the Pinterest network. Let me show you one more example. Now, this is one of my most popular blog posts, what to post on social media, and it's 50 post ideas. So let's click on this. So I've just recently updated these images because another thing people always ask me is, can I repin images? You can repin images, and you can also design new ones if you have a really popular piece of content, a popular product, you can also continuously design new images. So this is the new style that I'm testing. This is the older style that I've had on it. And so you can see I have a few new ones that I'm testing out. Now let's go over to my Pinterest profile. I also created some more, it's kind of like an infographic, you know, but it's really more of a list. This has performed extraordinarily well, and so has this one. And so just creating a lot of different designs. If I would have just stuck, actually, let me go back and see if I can show you find one of my original pins for this piece of content. This is another one specifically for that 50 social media content ideas. Here's another one. You can see I have a lot of different styles. So this is quite a bit different from this. And so really testing out and playing with a wide variety of different types of content. These are some of my older pins. Let me see if I can find one. Here we go. This is one of my more original pins for that blog post. So you can see the evolution of the pin design. So keep in mind that when you design one pin for a piece of content, that doesn't mean that that's the only pin that you should ever design for that piece of content. You can create 10 different pins. A month later, you can create 10 more pins. A year later, you can create another 10 new pins. So keep creating these pin designs and just get as many tethers out there and test the designs, see what works, see what headlines work, what images work, what calls to action seem to work, and really get results. So that is your Pinterest marketing tip number 23. You need to create multiple pins for each piece of content that you are trying to drive people to. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave me a comment down below and like the video and let me know. That will really help me out so that I know to keep creating content like this for you. And then if you haven't yet, make sure to head over to angiegensler.com/checklist and download your free copy of my Pinterest marketing checklist. And then finally, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get notified every time I publish a new Pinterest marketing tip or a social media marketing tip to help you grow your business. Well, that's all I have for you today. I'll see you in the next video.